Hi everybody, I'm looking a bit glam as you can see. I've got like a chit chat, get ready with me, Q&A, get ready with me. I asked you guys some questions over on my Instagram, which you should definitely go and follow. And I asked you guys to ask me some questions and I let you guys feel comfortable to ask me as personal questions as you feel fit. If you want to see me talk about myself for like a good 30 minutes, then keep on watching. This is like my first time doing anything like this, like chit chat. Actually, no, I did a chit chat get ready with me on holiday. You know when you're like in your holiday vibes, it doesn't really feel like you're really working. So I asked you guys on my Instagram, you guys should definitely follow me there. I'm actually going to be a lot more active in the coming months, so definitely follow me there to ask me some personal questions or whatever you want to just deep divulge into my life and find out. So this is me answering all your queries and questions and comments. I'm really excited to like read them. The first question that anybody gets is, am I single? Am I single? No, but honestly, I am single. I'm just gonna elaborate on that a little bit as to why I prefer being single rather than being in any situationships. Mind you guys, I've only actually been in, I would say one relationship, but I wouldn't even call it a relationship. You know when you just have your person when you're younger and then you just kind of continue it on for like a number of years until it kind of gets to the point where it's like, yeah, this is just not going to work. That's kind of what I was in for a very long time. I don't really think it was a relationship because relationships, you know, there's certain requirements that you need to meet. For example, you guys have to be in love with each other. So again, my reasoning for being single was just because I just feel like when I was in that situationship, the experience I had could have been so much better. So it's like, I'd rather not. And then obviously, I'm not going to act like since then I've never been in a situation with anybody else. I have. And every single one that I've been in since that relationship was just never really giving. I'm not going to come here and like completely shit on all the boys I've spoken to and whatnot, but I just wouldn't say that they gave me the Bex. Because of the people that I spoke to after, I've just never been in a rush to like speak to anybody else. And ever since my most recent situationship, which I say recent, but it was literally going to be 2 years ago this year. Ever since that, I've literally been put off being in situationships that just don't, like, I don't want to sound really like corny and like typical, like, oh yeah, like I'm working on myself, but I'm not even working on myself per se because like I know my issues, but like I just don't feel like I want to work on them because who am I working on them for? But it's not even a really like, who am I working on myself for? It's more of a like, I have this really, not toxic theory, but this really like weird mentality where I'm like, the person who I choose to be with forever is going to understand me to a point where it's like, I want to work on them. Like I want to work on myself for them so that they don't have to do too much work. Does that even make any sense? Once I find my person, I personally would like to work on myself to help the relationship, not because I want to work on myself, I want to work on our relationship. So to help our relationship, I know that more time I'm probably going to be the problem. So let me work on myself to help us together as a pair. But until I find that person, yeah, I'm very much single and I have been for a while. I hope that answered the question. It's actually an old friend of mine. She asked me, how's life treating you? I see you shining. I'm glad that you see me shining. That sounded so shady, but like I'm happy that obviously what I'm doing is, what I'm trying to do is reflecting onto the outside world. But honestly, life has actually been treating me really good. Basically, ever since the start of the year, I was like, do you know what? I definitely want to take my social media a lot more serious because I actually have a substantially large platform in my eyes. Obviously, there's people that have millions of followers, but I do have 100,000 followers on TikTok, which is a lot of followers. And obviously I have, you know, my YouTube, which is slowly growing. YouTube is like a slow and steady process. Like you post videos because obviously people don't really watch YouTube as much as they used to because obviously TikTok has taken over the world by storm. And where it's taken over the world so fast, obviously if I'm gonna make a YouTube, it's gotta be something that people are gonna enjoy watching. I don't have any recollection of a YouTuber that's come on YouTube and just blown off YouTube in this current age. Maybe like, you know, 3-4 years ago when TikTok wasn't really around like that, you can come on YouTube and kind of blow because that was the only platform where we could really see your personality. Now where TikTok is here, slow and steady growth on YouTube is what I'm aiming for, and I'm really happy at the rate I'm growing at so fast anyway. So like I said, ever since taking my social media more seriously, honestly, I've got so many more opportunities. Even though money is such a taboo to talk about, there's so much more like money coming into it now that I've taken it more seriously. Obviously, being a black creator is always going to be harder than if you were obviously white. Like, let's not even like go around in circles. But as of right now, I don't really feel myself struggling that much in sense of opportunities. Then again, at the point where I'm at right now, I'm not really looking for really big, like, life-changing opportunities. I'm kind of taking every day as it comes. Life is treating me very well. I feel like right now I'm very happy with everybody around me. Everybody around me is very supportive of what I do. I feel like my friends want me to get into the position that I want to be in as much as I want to get into that position. So it is always like a moral booster, you know. Having good friends and family around you is very important. I'm really happy right now, genuinely. Like, I have my off days, don't get me wrong. Let me not sit here and say I don't have any off days, like my life is so perfect. No, I have my off days, but in the long term of things, compared to where I was and how I felt last year, no, I'm 100% definitely a lot happier. I'm very thankful for my friends and family who are around me that support me every single day. And I could get emotional right now because it's like, I just really like my friends right now. Like, are you studying at uni? And if so, what do you study? So I do go to uni. If you guys haven't realized, I really make a thing of like not talking about uni anywhere on my platforms because listen, I had a situation that happened to me with my education, like not too long ago. So since then I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not speaking about uni again on the internet. I just feel like evil eye is very real. And I feel like somebody who doesn't want me to win is going to first of all go and wish bad on my academic side of my life because that's something that I really want to succeed in because I have people to prove. I study international law, which is basically a hybrid of law and politics. I feel like sometimes, I feel like there's this weird stigma around people that do social media that they don't do school. No, I very heavily go to school. I'm very heavily in a law degree right now. And am I enjoying it? Yeah. Does it get hard sometimes and overwhelming? Of course, yes, it does. I'm not paying nobody to do my degree for me. I'm gonna do it myself. Listen, I don't have time to not come out of uni with at least a 2-1. Like, that is literally not in my books at all. I got asked, how do I make money? I have numerous income streams that make up my total income. So at the end of the month, I will like round up my income together and then transfer them into my accounts because they go into different places. One of them would be TikTok. So you get money from the creator fund, which is basically based on your views. The money that you make from the creator fund is not substantial enough for you to say that you make money off social media. I wouldn't really consider the creator fund a form of income to qualify as making money on social media. So, but that is an income stream for me. Another very big source of income for me would be TikTok Shop, which basically, if people don't really know what that is, it's basically when I talk about a product that I like, you can link the product on your video, and whoever buys the product from your video, you get commission off that, which is basically affiliate marketing, if you must. What I love about TikTok Shop is basically any products that you already have at home that you enjoy, you can link on the TikTok Shop, and then you can make a commission from that. So it's not like an ad where, let's say Ken Beauty was to send me a product and she has it on TikTok Shop and she will then pay me to make a video. No, that's genuinely an ad where she's looking for me to make a good video for her. But if I already have the product and she's already linked it, I can just talk about it in a video and then just link it there. So it's like a more trustworthy version of advertising, if you must. Obviously, you can just as easily buy products there as well and then make a video on it and act like you love the product so much, but I don't do that. If you realize, on my TikTok Shop, I link the same products all the time because I use the same products all the time. I'm a big creature of habit. So if I like something, I'm gonna rinse it and rinse it and rinse it and use it and use it and use it and use it until I can't use it no more. Another gross form of income would be Pioneer Hair, which is the hair business that I have. There's a shop, so obviously any sales that come in, the profit from that, do you know what I mean? I also do YouTube, of course, which is what you're watching me on right now. I also work for my dad, which is another gross form of income. So I have a few income streams that come in every month, which I'm very grateful for in this economy, to be having, you know, numerous streams of income that I'm comfortable with, that I'm happy with, that work for me, by the way. So let me not even just sit here and just like, I don't want anyone to take this as like a brag or a boast. That's how I make the bulk of my money. Of course, I get the odd like wig collaboration and whatnot. I At the moment, I don't have any long-standing brand deals. So, but any brands that do contact me, you know, there's that as well. So all in all, it's social media working for my dad and also pee on your hair. Somebody asked, how do you build your social life / your network? I'm gonna try and understand what I can understand from that question, but I think you mean like, how have I built like my connections or whatnot? I'm not gonna lie, if I know anybody that is considered as famous or an influencer or whatever, it's genuinely through TikTok. Bro, everybody is on TikTok. Everyone is on the app. If you're not on the app, you're just trying to be funny. Like, you want to be different so bad, bro. Like, let's be real. I made some good friends in uni, but the majority of my connections actually started off on TikTok, which is really weird to say because before I was very much like, how can you guys ever make a friend on the internet that you've never met before? But let's be real, the internet is literally where it's at now. So majority of friendships and relationships, business connections are going to be made through TikTok, which is the fastest growing platform. Next question, how does it feel like being known by a lot of people? So before, when I was younger, like when I was very, very, very younger, I mean like maybe when I was like, I don't know, 13, 14, 15, maybe even touching 16, I was very like, I really want to be famous. Like I want to do like what famous people do. I want to be able to do all this stuff. But I think what I really wanted is I really wanted to make a lot of money on the internet, but I just associated that with being famous. Do you know what I mean? Which, to be fair, it basically is. Let's be real. People that are famous on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube, they basically make money. So I really did love the idea of being famous when I was younger. But as I've grown up, I don't like the... Guys, honestly, the seamless finish this gives me is insane. Like, as I've grown up, I feel like there's actually more cons to being known by a lot of people than there is pros. For example, simple things like when like I'll be going out with my friends and whatnot, and I really, really love the idea of being recognized outside by people because it's like, oh shit, like you lot actually watch my videos to the point where when I'm outside, you can come and say hi to me. That really makes my day. But it's like, sometimes you'll be out and then you'll just get the cheeky like, and it's like, bro, I'd much rather you come up to me because I'm going to end up coming over to you and be like, hi. Like, I know that you saw me, do you know what I mean? So that part annoys me a little bit. Also, I feel like there's also this abnormal expectation that your life has to be perfect because you're considered as known by people, which is the furthest thing from the truth. I saw a video the other day on one of my mutuals on TikTok, sorry. I keep talking about that app because it's a great app. But yeah, one of my mutuals, she was like, people are always so stunned when she says that she works a 9 to 5, as if because you make content and because you have a lot of followers, you can't have a 9 to 5. That is the most outlandish stigma that has ever come with being a content creator. Unless somebody explicitly mentions that content creation is like their full-time job, never assume that they don't have a 9 to 5. Hence why it shouldn't be unnatural to see someone that has 50,000 followers working in Nando's. That's her job. She has followers because people love to follow her and because she's funny. Doesn't mean that she can't work a job. Are you guys paying her? I don't get it. Do you know what I mean? Let me not be not understanding. I completely understand why somebody would think that somebody who makes content doesn't have a 9 to 5, because there is this like weird stigma that if you make content, you have to make content that looks picture perfect, that looks like your life is so put together, that looks like you have so much money. Do you know what I mean? That looks like, yeah, like I'm literally perfect. No, that's why I've like, if you guys noticed on my TikTok, I've kind of moved away from like the whole trying to make my page look aesthetically pleasing, because I feel like it kind of gives off the wrong image. And let's not confuse the fact that I do other income streams that I can't live off social media, but I wouldn't be able to live the life that I want just by doing social media alone at the moment. Obviously, hopefully within the year, my social media space can grow and I can become like a bigger content creator to the point where I can say that I can live a very comfortable life off social media. But at this moment, no, I couldn't live the most perfect life on social media because that wouldn't be true. If I did that, I'd be faking my reality, and that's the furthest thing from what I ever want to do. Back to the point. How does it feel like to be known by a lot of people? I like it when it's positive. Do you know what I mean? All in all, no, I enjoy it. I'm going to make these lashes into some half lashes for my eyes. How do I feel about the Hailey, Selena and Justin? In talking about that, actually, so before I didn't really understand what was going on because I don't really keep up with celebrity news. unless it's been spoken about overtly, I don't really know what's going on with celebrities because what's my business? Like, I watched a few videos and I'm not gonna lie, I do think Hailey's a bit dodgy. People try to make someone that feels like they're being copied a bit crazy, and that should never happen. But you don't know how far that person is willing to go to copy you, and to the point where it could actually turn to envy. Whose side am I on? I wouldn't really say I have a side because who cares about my opinion? I do sympathize with Selena. Obviously, first of all, she's having to watch somebody that she loved at a very young age get married to someone else, which obviously I don't know the reason why Selena and Justin ever broke up. I was never aware as to why they broke up, but I can't imagine that it's easy watching somebody that you loved once upon a time get married to somebody else. So yeah, I do sympathize with Selena a lot. The next question is, what do I find harder to deal with, friendship breakups or boyfriend breakups? Good question. Very, very good question. I have only lost 2 people that I would have considered my friend. One of them couldn't care less about. The other one that I had a friendship breakup with, I'm just going to speak from experience. It was very difficult because she was like my person. So when that breakup happened, it was very hard for me to deal with. So in that sense, the friendship breakup, only because I've only okay, let me try to reword it. I've only experienced one extreme of the other. So I've never had a real boyfriend to experience a real boyfriend breakup. So I've only ever dealt with having a real friend breakup. And I would say from the both of them, they were both as bad as each other. Like, the person that I can think about when I'm talking about boy breakup, that was only difficult because at the time I felt like, yeah, this is my person. This is someone that I can go to when I'm upset, when I'm down, and he will know exactly what to do to make me feel like, yeah, life is okay. You've got nothing to worry about. Things work the way they work for a reason. So it just depends on how close the two are to you. But if you've been close to the both of them for a long time, it does actually just solely depend on, obviously, the relationship and what you went through in the relationship with each person. So I couldn't really answer that question properly. But in terms of how I dealt with both of them, I definitely dealt with the friendship one better, because once you realize that your friendship is over, it's like there's like with friendships, there shouldn't be pride, but there's almost like a prideful, like, I don't want to reach out first since we're not friends anymore, blah, blah, blah. But with a boy, you know, when you are in love with a boy, you kind of lose your sense of like person. Like, you become a bit of a yammed. Like you lose your sense of being. So you are more prone to trying to reach out as a female and try to revive any situation that you have with a boy, especially if you like them. So I definitely dealt with the breakup with the boy a lot deeper than I did with my friend. Next question, do I have advice for anybody looking to start content in this time? Now, good question. When speaking about becoming a content creator, right now, where the level of content creation is at, of course, I'm always going to say just start. You never know what's going to happen. Just begin. You could literally blow overnight or blow in a very short amount of time, or it could be a very slow and steady roll. But because of how much competition that is constantly put in your face every single day, I'd say you'd find it a lot more difficult to have the confidence and the strength in yourself to pursue a social media career if you was to start tomorrow. Because on TikTok, you're seeing girls every day with millions of likes, millions of followers, thousands of views, thousands of likes, reposts, brand deals, people telling you how much money they made. If you're not making any money, you're going to be like, when am I going to get there? So you're going to have a lot more thoughts within yourself and a lot more doubts than you would have done 2 years ago, because it wasn't so much in your face. But if you know you have a passion for content creating, I would always say begin your journey, because any advice I would give would always be, remember, it's always going to be slow and steady, especially if you're a black girl or a black man. It's always going to be a bit more of a slow and steady start for you, rather than it being like you post a video then you blow overnight, and then the videos that you keep posting, everyone's starting to like F with it. No, it's going to be a slow and steady race. You should also not be looking to, you know, go in there thinking you're going to make X amount of money in this time. No, the money comes as it comes. Like, it's definitely not something that you're going to think every month I'm going to be making 10 grand a month. No, like, it comes. It's slow, it's steady. At first, your first paid promotion may only be £20, but that is you making £20 doing something that you love. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, in terms of your content, now I used to be someone that would think I need to have picture perfect content in order for me to be able to be recognized by brands. Obviously, having content that looks good is always better. I'm never going to come and say you guys should start making videos in your room in the dark. No, of course you're going to want to get a good phone, a phone that has good camera quality. You're going to want to get some sort of lighting, whether that be a ring light, whether that be a clip light that you clip onto your phone. You have to have some sort of lighting, because obviously you have to think, when you're watching content creators, what do you enjoy watching? Do you know what I mean? That's the type of content that you want to create. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't recommend trying to come on the internet on some like vibe that you know that is not yourself. You're literally just going to harm yourself. It's going to make content creating like a chore for you rather than it being doing something that you love. If you're someone that's a perfectionist and you know that you want to start when you have good quality, wait and invest in yourself. My makeup looks so beautiful today. I don't understand how. I'm going to make a fake beauty spot on my nose because I have a spot on my nose, if you can see. So I'm going to make a beauty spot there. Quick interim. I bought a new lip liner today. This is the Trendsetter lip liner that all the brown skin, dark skin girlies seem to love. However, I'm not a fan of lip liners that are this warm. It's a very warm shade of brown. I'm not a warm girl, but you know. I think that's all for the questions. I'm just going to set my face. You know? Guys, my makeup looks so good, and I don't understand why it looks this good when I'm not going anywhere. Let's do my lips. I'm going to take something pink today. This is the Kiko 07 lip gloss, and it's like a really cute pink. This is like a rose gold sparkly lip gloss that I got probably like 3 years ago. Honestly, I do really hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you guys got to know me on a more personal level, on a more like, you know, girl to girl level. Like, comment down below and subscribe to my channel because, you know, we're hitting that content, period. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.